Me and Hunter, we meet every quarter. We go through every district, and we call it an underutilization report. So we literally look at every one of y'all, what modules are you using, what modules are you not using, and kind of what's a roadmap, because we know y'all's district, so we can say, these pieces would fit, or we know this would be helpful based on what we know about them, right? And when we look at that, the districts that have had the most successful implementations, that's a big key to that puzzle, is they're spending time together working on their processes and not just saying, hey, we're going to plug in software and everything's going to be rosy, because you can build YOSS 18 different ways in every different module. It's a tool. It's very customizable. It's if you're not spending the time to build it correctly, it's not going to solve any of those problems, if that makes any sense. Maybe talk about Natalie having a champion, a YOSS champion, because you were that in y'all's implementation.
Well, first off, let me say we're, a tiny district compared to a lot of you guys. And so we had a CFO that was getting ready to retire. We also had a couple of new positions. So somebody just kind of had to say, look, this is what we're doing and we're going to do it. And so we just kind of said, we're going to go through one person and let one person kind of be the driving force behind that. And it wasn't that I certainly did not make all the decisions. We would get together and make those decisions. But I think it did help that, Hunter had one person that he was contacting to say, okay, we need to do this. Or these are the things I need from you guys to be able to move forward with implementation, versus I'm going to have to reach out to somebody in accounts payable and somebody in HR and, that kind of thing. So, and I think too, it was somebody that, when emotion got tense, because it will anytime you're implementing something new, it was somebody that somebody could come to and kind of vent and say, this is my frustration, this is where I'm struggling at, and that was somebody who then could relay that, and we could kind of come to a point where we'd say, okay, how do we get around this?